I wanted some photos. Here it is, chat. Call this one Timethor in the field. Isn't it great? Timethor and I actually went to go do a photo shoot out at an abandoned prison. We got there and it was less abandoned than the forum said it was. There were still some good shots, but it wasn't nearly as spooky as we wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? But we got some good stuff. Let me tell you. All right, whatever. So you can see the first couple photos. Yeah. Here's the first one. It's just completely too white. I had the exposure way too much. I think I had the ISO on auto or something stupid. So it's just way too bright, but that's fine. So this is Timethor. And yeah, check us out. So we found this, like, this part of it was all, let me make this larger for y'all, even larger. All of this was like just pallets and just gunk all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Yes, please, Jess. Oh, you're back. Let's go. Jess, you can see the good stuff. Yeah, excellent. Did you see the snaps photos from the abandoned mesh? I found them out. No, dude, shut up. But a good photo op. Urban exploration, hunting abandoned places. Yeah. Oh, Urbex. Urban exploration. Oh, I love that. Urbex. New thing in the repertoire. Yeah, and then I adjusted stuff and it wasn't as blown out after starting now. So, Timethor chat. I had a fresh haircut. Okay. Looking good. I did not have a fresh haircut because I was really annoyed. The back of my hair is like all this forest. I'm just accepting. That's how I am. Timethor looked very fresh though. You know what I'm saying? So this was one of our favorite finds. Again, these are unedited chat. So it's darker, it's too light. I have to mess with the colors. It's all unedited. You know what I'm saying? So don't enter dead inside. So we found this. And I posted this to Twitter and Discord. And I was like, oh no. So we just like took like a bunch of photos here. This was a lot of fun just hanging out. So his camera is better than mine. I don't remember exactly what he had. I was experimenting here with the foreground. I was really trying to get, this is like the abandoned like textile, whatever, factory part of the prison, right? So I was really trying to get some foreground action coming here. I'm quite pleased with this one, really. Because I liked the vines going up the side and like the window on the middle part. Oh, that's like a pipe. I thought it was a window. It's a pipe with some like gunk coming out of it. Oh, it's super tight. Juxtaposed by the like, you know, the like plants in the foreground. I like that a lot. So took a bunch of those. Gotta have this one, champ. This one, you'll see, I hope the photos on my camera letter Timethor are just straight mean mugging it, okay? Can you believe he's single, ladies? Not for long, I can tell you right now. He's been doing really well out in Colorado, just like me. He's been working out. He's getting his hair cut. I'm going to keep on, you know, just hyping him up, okay? You know what I'm saying? So this was nice. I liked a little bit too much plants in the foreground, but I was really trying to get, again, practicing the foreground types of stuff. We saw some like military helicopters flying around. That was a little bit spooky, but you know, it is what it is. So I liked this shot a lot because it looked like it was steps, you know? So that was kind of cool. It's the same factory, Parsh. There was this like outdoor seating that was just kind of odd. You wouldn't think that would be like it is. So I took a lot of photos of Timethor and he took a lot of photos of me. So I'm getting his photos. I think I have those. I think I downloaded those. So yeah, the prison was abandoned, but they were turning the section of the prison into what looked like some kind of like, they were using it for something. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but there was definitely like an art complex across the road. That's weird to me. Like, oh yeah, it was a prison. We're gonna turn it into like an art complex. We couldn't go in. There was a lot of signs that were like, no trespassing. I didn't want to be that guy, chat. That's like, you know, trying to get arrested with the, you know, the various things. So look at this, chat. Okay, so I'm really, really proud of the shot. I busted out the 85mm. So I have a couple lenses. I have a 10-18 wide angle. I have a 50mm fixed. It's a f1.8, and I have a 85mm telephoto. That's f1.8. So not very expensive lenses. I wanted to make sure I got the intro lenses, but I have the kind of the spectrum covered, right? I have the wide angle close up for like the vlogging. I have the 50mm for the like nice profiles. Then I have the 85mm. I believe this was the 85mm for just like the buttery background. You know, it is buttery. So Timethor looking fantastic, you know, getting all the good shots. Oh, he did take one of me. I'm trying to practice my mean mug, chat. I don't feel good about it yet. You know, the smile was all right. I'm quite pleased with these. The hair looks good. Smile looks good. I like it. Some of them are like kind of in between smile, but I like it. I like it. So Urbex rule number 1, you may not break to enter. Rule number 2, you leave the location the same as you found it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to like, we're not trying to get in trouble, chat. You got to have the photo of the taking of the photos, you know. I wanted to get of the sky, right? One blue boy. That's what we said. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I just remembered. Shadow. Shadow. Next year. I mean, if there is a PAX East next year, we gotta go like, we gotta do this, Shadow. You and me, Timethor. You know? How incredible. Oh. Can we have a play date and can we all go take photos? That sounds incredible. Let's go do that. So catch us, or better if you pick up trash on your way in. Oh, there it is. So will they look great? Thanks, Jess. We didn't even edit them yet. You know, they're gonna look even better edited. I wanted to try some like focus on the background kind of things. I wanted it to be like, look at the size of this tree sort of thing. And then Timethor's like in the foreground, right? Blurry. But that's a great photo. That's a great photo. That's gonna go on his dating profile. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted some photos. Here it is, chat. Call this one Timethor in the field. Isn't it great? It's so good. It's like, and here we see the wild Timethorcus Maximus. He has spotted us. Run! You know, so it's incredible. I'll take you to an abandoned location. Oh, it sounds fantastic. Go a day early and say a day late. We're gonna do it, chat. We're gonna have the best time. Oh my god. Why are you taking pictures of Timethor's butt? I think that answer is obvious, okay? I'm trying to help him out, and also it's quite impressive. Come on now, look at this. Boom, chat. Just showing. Okay, so this, Timethor saw this. I take no credit. He saw this and then was like, this is the profile shot. This is it right here. And I was like, sure, I guess. And then he took all of them on his camera, I think. So I believe I could show it to you. So, because I downloaded them. We found this like weird outhouse that had like a bunch of like trash and what looked like tombstones inside of it. It says Ted and buried. Very, very strange. It's all that rock climbing, you know what I'm saying? It is. It really is good. That's good. We found this like little passageway that they like forgot to fence off. It was very strange. I messed this one up because it wasn't focused on his face, but we walked through it and we were like, why did they fence this in? There's nothing here. So he took some photos. I wanted this to be like a nice header shot for Timethor, and it ended up being super bright. So I'm hoping when I develop the raw photo, I can reduce a lot of the highlights, because this looks like it's going to be a nice, like, don't think of it like this tall photo. Think of it like it's really dialed in, long header, right? For LinkedIn, maybe for Facebook, because and this one was like super dark. Never again am I going to have my ISO on auto. I'm going to have a set ISO the whole time. I realized that was the problem. You got to have the basic flower shot, you know what I'm saying? This was nice. This was a nice little check out the whole thing. All those buildings are the abandoned prison that they're like turning to an art gallery or something. Very, very strange. We should have a Lightroom editing bro date. Oh, dude, we can share Discord screens, go over how to recover photos and whatnot. Oh, Shadow. Wow, I'm literally writing that down. That sounds amazing. A Lightroom date. Shadow, tiny man. I miss you. Hope stuff's going well for you. I'm praying for you and Claire, the whole thing. I don't even know. Let's go. Let's have a Discord call on that, man, because let's catch up. Things have happened this year. Let me tell you. There's stuff I can't talk about on Twitch that I want to talk to you about. You know, so. The things we were talking about at PAX, they haven't stopped. They've slowed, but they've stopped. So you signed yourself up for it, chat. You have. I'm going to talk to you about it. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, check this out, chat. Part of the prison. This says prison intake. Someone crossed it out and wrote Clown Recruitment Center in like spray paint. And then look at this. It was spooky as hell, chat. This was at like where you would enter in the prison. Just a bunch of photos of clowns. And then we would like go to this side and like spray paint. This was the only part where I was like, I think we need to leave. Like, we shouldn't be here. It's spooky. I didn't like it. And then finally, this was the main shot for all of us. We just did a circuit around it. It was the only part we couldn't like, that we could go in or go around, because as you can see, there's like a street. So the rest of it, we just couldn't go in. So I had to get more photos of this. So we left the prison. We had time. And we said, you know what? There's a park really, really close that is like next to the bay. So let's go. Let's go. And we're going to definitely get some good like nature shots. You know what I'm saying? So again, chat, the man does not know how to take a bad photo. Look at this. Just the lake is looking, or the lake, the bay is looking nice. The clouds are extra fluffy that day. Ah, incredible. You know, so thank you, brother. Agree to set me up. Definitely. We have so much to catch up on. Love having people to open post. Yeah, please. Let's Shadow. I'm adding this to my list. Let me say that next week, let's make a night for it. The problem next week, Shadow, is that my boss is out and I'm picking up his duties at the day job. So I ended up working extra late the last couple days, and I'm going to do the same. So if not next week, let me just Discord you and we'll find a time, if not next week, the week after. That way we can just get stuff done, you know. It's on the list. It's on the list, you know what I'm saying? So does someone turn this place to a Halloween house between the clown intake and puny gravestones? It looks like somebody, yeah, Catch, I didn't think about that. Maybe somebody was using it for like Halloween-esque stuff because of all this stuff. I mean, it looks like somebody might have used it for like a Halloween center. I don't know. Yeah, makes sense to me. So, you know, I sent you 2 vids through Facebook chat inside of the mansion. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you. Yeah. Sounds good to me. I gotta take the picture of the tree, chat. This was me. I had never used my 85mm, so this was the maiden voyage of the 85mm, and I was really having a good time with it. Again, you can just see how, and this is a telephoto, so I was focusing on the tree in front of me, got the nice foreground. I'm actually really proud of this shot. That looks really good. You can see it has a lot of depth to it. It's got the foreground, the midground, and the background. Oh, I like that. This one's a little darker, sure. Again, guy takes photos, Timethor, traipsing, okay. So look at this, chat. The man is on a mission, okay? Incredible. Oh yeah, these were the ones that I took that I was really proud of. So we found this log, right? And I was like, bro, sit on the log and I'm gonna take photos of you. 1585 are the key compressions for portrait. Yeah, landscape, generally you want to go a bit wider. Yeah, I have a 10 to 18 that I was using for vlogging primarily. I wasn't really using it. I wasn't really trying to get nature shots, you know what I'm saying? I was just testing it out, but yeah, definitely. So I said, yeah. Okay, I'm annoyed that the focus isn't on his head. It's on the leaf in front. That sucks. Because this would have been the shot for like, look how I'd date him. I'm straight chat and I would date this man. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. This was just for the dating profile. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 1018 perfect landscapes. Definitely. That's good. Smile. Please tell me I have one where I focus. Good. Okay, saved. One is focused on his head. Fantastic. So this is going to be the one that's for the dating profile. Yeah, look at this. I like the foreground. It's got the blurry leaf. This was the 85 again. Okay. I need a macro lens, or I want a macro lens. That's the only thing I'm like looking for, but I don't need one. So yeah, I would have, you know what I'm saying? Catch, you understand. I'm straight, but look at this, you know what I'm saying? This exclamation point Kappa. We saw this like thing in the middle of the like, this is a river that leads into the bay. So I was like, what is that? I don't know what it is. So what was the command? I think it was, I know what you're talking about, Catch. I don't remember. It was the one where he was picking up, Thai food, right? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I forget the command. I don't remember. It's in there. I haven't deleted it. So that's actually a really good shot. Wow. That's really nice looking. This is like if we were selling backpacks. This is like the kind of thing that I would want. You know what I'm saying? Looks real good, chat. The shirt looks really nice too. He did. Timethor in the field. It's incredible. And then you got into the log. Okay. And I think the rest of these were just like some, yeah, we saw this one. I thought it was funny. There's a no drone zone. This I like as like a bit of a weaving path kind of thing. That was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I liked the sun on the head. It was like a nice hair showcase. And then I think did he take some of me? Oh yeah, I found this like a beetle fuzzy ant thing. I didn't get very good shots of it because I have, again, a telephoto. I didn't have a macro. He has a macro lens. I'll show you. And I got a dragonfly. It's hard to see, but I got a dragonfly. So the telephoto, not the best for close-up stuff. You know, again, didn't have the macro lens. So this is a lot of fun, chat. I didn't think I was going to get to go through this with y'all. So, but yeah, then we kind of went into the swamp. It was like, that is water, green water. It was boggy, you know? So we're using autofocus points or manual focus points, not to be confused with autofocus general. But do you set the point or do you just let the camera choose point? So Timethor and I were talking about it afterwards. I have been, it didn't work. Kappa Pride, that's it. It should work. Oh no, the clip died. Oh no, the clip is dead. Wow, they purged it. Twitch, what are you doing? Why are you purging stuff? No more of that clip. That makes me sad. Oh well. Well, we'll have to figure out if we can get like a mirror of that clip or something. So to answer your question, I was using the camera, just pick the points. We were talking about after, and I need to set autofocus points or profiles. That way it's not, so that way I'm not like guessing of where it is, because that was the problem. This was, again, the first time I'd ever done this before, so it's a whole learning process. And I'm very pleased with how it came out. We could do a lot better. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question, shout out. Thank you. So I got this like blue dragonfly. He was trying to be my friend. Look, he looked up. He looked up at me. Okay, look at that. Yeah, it's not very, you know. Oh, wow, look at his little face. Look at that. Look at that. His little face. That's very cute. I don't know why I'm like enamored with this dragonfly, but he's very cute. And then he like looks up at me, you know. Oops. Hello. It failed. I'd like to zoom in, please. Oh, he looked down. Excuse me. These eyes in this thing are incredible. Wow. Imagine how this would have been if it was a macro lens. Amazing. So I took some more of just like him in the woods. Not the best shot. It's too obscured. There was a mushroom, you know. Yeah, good stuff. Oh yeah, where's this really cool gnarly looking tree? It was like, oh yeah. I saw this and I was like, bro, this is like some Stranger Things stuff, you know, where like the Demogorgon like pops out, right? So I got the leaves in the foreground. That was my favorite part about the 85, is that you can really blur out the foreground and just enjoy that completely. Yeah, I did more foreground stuff. That was basically my favorite part about this. I don't know what happened to this shot at all. Looks like I completely failed, and there's some motion blur. Another gnarly tree. We were in the woods chat. Oh yeah, squirrel says hi, you know, just to, my girlfriend loves squirrels, so she likes squirrels, you know what I'm saying? Always use manual focus points. It will help you get a photos faster. Not really need to rely on the camera autofocus to track. Right. Yeah. Shots like the sex call by the tree. The sex call. The Timethor is now the sex call. This is not bad. That one's a little bit too blurry. But that's, again, Timethor in the field. I'm trying to find... Yeah, so he finds this log. That is green water. Tepid bog water, okay? We were in full pants. We were sweating through our clothes at this point. You know what I'm saying? Craziness. So, what do you think Timethor did when he found this log? If your answer was step on it and have me take photos of him while he's balancing, you're damn right, okay? This absolute man is just like, yeah, why don't you take photos of me while I'm just balancing on this log? They look pretty good too. I like it. That's a really good one. Again, I need to get my stoic face down. He's got it down. My stoic face, I wasn't super pleased with it, you know what I'm saying? I've never really focused on how I look, and to be honest, chat, that was vertical. I'm a little bit self-conscious on it, so I just got to overcome that and just let it happen, you know, so. And then he takes a macro shot while he's balancing on the log himself. While I'm balancing on the log and holding my expensive ass camera equipment. Yeah, trust me. Wasn't the best idea, but we did okay, and he didn't even fall in, so, you know, keep on going. I believe that's it. We found a tree with some stuff on it. Yeah, and I just took the obligatory, like, the sky photo. And then, yeah, this is video. We're not gonna show the video because that's primarily B-roll for stuff later. So this is his camera. And this is all the stuff that he took. And this is gonna be, and you can already, and he was using mainly a macro lens. And that's actually pretty good. I like this a lot. Already you can kind of see the difference that my lens is, I have the intro lenses. All my lenses are less than 350 bucks a pop. His good lenses, they're very good, and they're more. Okay, so you can already tell the difference in the quality between this. So looking pretty good. Oh yeah, I didn't get that. I guess there was some graffiti on the side of the dead inside one, so he was just taking some photos there. Nice. So you can see how you can really see the back of my neck is like a forest, and I just have to accept that's how I look. But it is kind of frustrating because I don't like that about myself. But I just need to get a haircut. That's it, champ. Now, you know, more prison shots. He was doing some foreground. Let's see if we get, yeah. So this was one of the funnest things. We took the pipe that you saw earlier, and he was like, I'm gonna go stand there, and I'm gonna take a photo of you under it. So perspective, playing with perspective. That's fun. So this pipe was smaller than I am. You know what I'm saying? I wish my lens were only 350, internally dies and dead. I know. Well, you can tell the difference. My lens, everything was pretty crisp compared to like my cell phone. But then you have this, where like every pixel is perfect. You know, it's the macro lens, champ. The macro lens. So you're gonna see a lot of similar shots. There's those again. So nice long shot. I need these for, I have some ideas of what I want to do with various posts of me for our socials, you know, so we did like some behind the back shots. That's a really nice shot. I like the vignette he has on it. I guess he did have a nice hood on it. That's pretty good. See what I'm saying, chat? I got like the stuff behind. That's the last time that I'll talk about it. My hair like goes this way. It's really weird. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't understand. So nice shot of me. Got it. This was incredible. Look at how from this shot to this shot, he actually got the shutter. Like it looks like an eye into the camera. It's a little out of focus, but who cares? He actually got the shutter hidden. That's incredible. That's amazing. So shoes. Well, that's nice. I like that. Playing with some verticality. Very good. Very good. Framing the shot. Okay. The lock, of course. He took way more verticals than I thought he did. Yeah, look at this. Okay. This is the benefit of a macro lens. All right. This right here is why I want a macro lens. The telephoto works, the 50mm works, but this, yeah, the aperture blades, I love them, Shadow. I love them. So this is the difference. You see all the good stuff. I'm trying to go to the one that I know. Yeah. Okay. So here it is. the profile photos, chat. Okay, so we're looking nice. All right, got some nice ones. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, chat. Oh, I believe I'm hoping for one of these to be my new like LinkedIn one. I think this one might be for the gram, chat. You know, gotta have the good looking one. You know what I'm saying? So Timethor taking some, and I had to smile at some point. Timethor taking some good photos. This gotta have some goofy shots in there, chat. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. So we had a great time with this. If you can't tell, that's a really good one. I like that smile the most of all the ones that I've seen in me. I like this one the most. Yeah, I think that could be LinkedIn. It looks very nice. Oh yeah. So you'll see some videos, chat. We have a vlog confirmed coming. I had the post. I had the wide angle there. I got the hood on it. We're doing it. I had a really great time doing it, chat. You can't tell, but I'm sweating bullets right now. But I thoroughly enjoyed like doing the vlog, writing it, figuring out like what the beginning, middle, and end will be. I had a great time with it. And then of course I took some photos of him in the same position, straight killing it. I'm telling you, the man don't miss. He don't miss, chat. Look at this. It's incredible. Y'all are getting to see more Timethor in this stream than ever. Look at this. Like, I wish I could do a stoic photo. We got to send this clip to Timethor so he can be like, why, yes, I am quite attractive. You know, it's incredible. You know, got to do the goofy Photoshop. We did try to open this door because it was the only one that didn't have a sign on it, but it was locked anyway. So, man, the macro lens is incredible. I need to try to look into getting a macro lens. It's not going to be for a while. So yeah, I got the Ted and Buried. This was like the tombstone things that we were showing y'all. Yeah, there were some other tombstones too. That's actually a pretty good shot right there. That's pretty good. That was the Timethor face we all know and love. It's very true. Now this, I can tell you when I saw this photo, I was like, there it is. There's the new cover photo. Y'all know that our current cover photo has Mixer incorporated into it. This was before Mixer was of the kill, rest in power. You know what I'm saying? So our current cover photo is, and this is on all of our socials, is this. This is a great photo. It works. It was at PAX East this year, but I'm thinking we need something that reflects our new direction of like produced content. And this, when I saw it, I like this a lot. It's got the buttery background. It's like, picture like a long rectangle with like the camera and my face and the nice dead cat chilling there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what we're going to be working with. I think that's how we're going to do this. So very, very nice. Yeah, and then a blurry one, but whatever. So pull up the chat. Yeah. So some nice photos here of just me doing the vlogs. Very cute. I like it a lot. I like the smiles. And I had to have the hood on the wide angle because, man, it was so bright. Yeah, the clown precinct again. The super Timethor got some nice shots. Look how spooky that is of this decrepit staircase with a nice spider web. A very good shot there, Timethor. Very good shot. This is like me setting this up. This was like him going, look at Loru, like this was how I put it on Twitter, chat. Because again, I'm not trying to like get the photos off my camera, put it onto my phone, put it to Twitter. I'm just gonna take a photo with my phone and then just call it a day, right? So this was my take on his shot, playing with perspective. His was a little better, and I failed that one. But this one was not so bad. I like it. Only drawback is we don't see your face, but I do like it. True. That is true. Okay, can I show you? If you want to save it for a macro, I just looked up the top bang for buck and the 100mm has best reviews. That's what I was looking at. I have it on my wish list. I believe it's a 100mm Canon. Yeah. So, yes, this one's okay. I like this. I like this one. I did well, chat. This one's good. Like with some perspective. Yeah, he's got it. And like a bunch of these are like, you know, like I want to touch it. Nice. So this was like, I'm setting up stuff. I'm getting the vlog going. Nice. Ooh, I like that one. See, Timethor's done this before, and you can tell. Shots that I wouldn't think of. He just does, you know? So this one's nice. I don't love these. Too much shadow. Maybe we can clean up and post. I don't love how I'm too strut. You know, it's clearly not Canon, you know, but maybe it's not bad. I'm overthinking because it's me. See what I'm saying? Like my stoic face, I don't feel, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good, but I don't feel super confident with it yet. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, chat. We'll get it done. That same log we were talking about. And then I actually took these shots with his macro lens. And golly, the macro lens is incredible at those backgrounds. You put the aperture a little bit down, and then all of a sudden it looks amazing. So my thing was always black and whites of old farm buildings. Nice. I like stoic face. Oh, thank you, Catch. Thank you. It's a bit blown out. Yeah, a bit blown out. Yeah. A bit too much light. Actually, this one's pretty good. I like this one, not just because I was like in between putting my camera down, you know. This one's a nice Loru in the field, you know. I like, oh these are good. Like, oh yeah, this is the Super Saiyan pose, chat. Let's go. Let's go. The Super Saiyan Loru coming. I'm coming to take the photo. You know, what's up, Kazi? Welcome in. It's good to see you. We're going over some photos. Timethor and I took, so looks like you're gonna fight someone for your pudding. You're damn right. It's my pudding. It's my pudding. This could be an emote, chat. I like that face. It could be like a you know. I like a lot of these. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. Look at this weird bug. I couldn't get a good photo because I was on the telephoto. Timethor was on the macro. This was, look how fuzzy this like thing is. It looks like it's an ant but with hair. I thought it was a beetle. But when we looked at it, it's like, oh, it's got hair. It's interesting. I don't know. We saw it. Wow. 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 Look at this. I need a macro lens, chat. I need a macro lens. Look how the wings are perfectly in focus. Look at the difference that the aperture does. The head is slightly blurry. It's just a little bit below the wings. It focused right here. Ah, that is gorgeous. That is a nice looking lens you got there, Timethor. Holy crap. Okay. Good to see you, Kazi. Great to see you. So these look awesome. Well, it's good to see you. I don't know who's Lydia. Whoever Lydia is, welcome in. It's good to have you and Kazi here, you know? This is Timethor and I, Kazi. We went to go take some photos. Wow, look at this dragonfly. Yo, it's like a red bee, right, Catch? Yeah. This dragonfly is our friend. Look at him. Little advice, tell me. If you're using the telephoto and you step up your aperture down to like 3.5, you'll get the same clarity. I wonder if I can. Because it's a little bit of a lower end telephoto. I know how to do what you're saying. I'm going to have to try it. This is why being in this community, chat, and getting into photography as a content medium, Shadow has a lot of expertise. Timethor has a lot of expertise. So I'm going to learn a lot from these two titans of their craft. Thank you, Shadow. This was me, like, I was trying to do this on top of this bridge, and I realized that I was trying to set up my tripod above, like, the tepid water, and I was like, nah. So it's the 85 f1.8. Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I have to update my kit links for these things. So we got the spider. Yeah, look at this, chat. Let's see if I can get the good one. Maybe that's it. You got this spider. It's a little bit blurry. There's one where it's like he's getting like eating the fly, you know? So one of those, yeah, get the mushroom. That's pretty good, actually. It's me. I was like, is it photo? Yeah, photo time. Yes. Ah, Loru in the field. I love it. So again, this like the Narnia tree, right? Or really the Demogorgon tree where like stuff was popping out. Squirrel. So I'm on a Rebel T7i, chat. So I have a crop sensor. Oh, wow. Jeez. Yeah, macro lens is going to be the next because look at this spider on the water. Telling you, the more I see these, the more I'm just like macro lens time. So because I have a crop sensor, my 85 is more like 120, something like that. And my 50 mil is more like 81, I think. So what, oh yeah, we were what you call system. I don't know what that means, Kazi. You're gonna have to explain further. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Explain, elaborate. I tried to read the sentence and I got confusion. I am confusion. Looks like he's playing with various apertures. Focus on the right thing. Got a spider there, a little bit not the best shot. Oh, and then this is video, chat, of like, or the B-roll. At 1.8, if you step it down to a sweet spot, it's around 2.5 to 4.0. You get a much wider focal plane and be able to capture all the details of the objects. Make sure you get a solid UV filter in your lenses. It will remove blurring from the UV rays. Okay, and I do have a UV filter. Step up the aperture, add in the UV. Okay. Shadow, thank you for that, my friend. Ah, chat, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for going over those with me. I didn't think of doing that for this stream, and it makes it so obvious, man. I'm gonna have to do this like every weekend, so. Dissociative disorder is what we used to call most. Oh, okay. Got you, Kazi. Well, I didn't know about that. Well, it's good to see you and you. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Yes, it does help, Catch. I had no idea what that meant, so thank you. Chat, thanks for showing up and watching this lovely photo op stuff. I want to do more of these in the future, and I didn't even think to show y'all, so I think I'll show y'all, right? So, Zakaviji, what's up, buddy? Zakaviji, I have to show you this photo. Look at this photo that I took of Timethor, okay? Look at this photo that I took of Timethor. Look at this. Look at this. Man, okay? Just come on. Zach, look at this. Amazing. Also, Zach, you're right here in the nick of time because we're just about to play our WoW permadeath. We're doing a WoW rogue permadeath run. If I die, I delete the character. That's what I'm saying, Zach Vigi. It's incredible. Okay, Colorado's doing well for him. Yeah, we went to an abandoned prison, literally, and we took a bunch of photos. And these are like some of the profile ones. He's got the like, you know, the thing down, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pleased with the ones I took. Where were me? This was like, I got the vlog out, you know what I'm saying? I'm more goofy than Timethor, and I think that kind of came through. I think that came through on the photos, you know? That was pretty good. That's pretty good stoic, you know? I got the like angles on the arms down, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's enough photos, chat. Thank you for checking that out. Appreciate it. Now,